Welcome to AI Brief. Today, we're doing a deep dive into some really significant moves happening right now in artificial intelligence.
We've been looking through the latest from Google, some new tools for animation and video, plus a whole bunch of other developments.
Our goal is to unpack what's actually important, what you need to know in this, well, incredibly fast-moving field.
Let's kick off with Google. They've put out an early preview of Gemini 2.5 Pro just ahead of their I/O conference.
And it's already getting attention, right? Especially for coding.
Definitely. It actually hit the top score on the WebDev Arena leaderboard. That puts it ahead of Claude 3.7 Sonnet.
Wow. So what's the improvement? Like, where are they seeing the gains?
It seems to be noticeably better for things developers really care about: front-end work, UI development, transforming and editing code more smoothly, and also building those automated agentic workflows.
Okay, interesting. And it's not just code.
No, there's also new video understanding capabilities. Think
Yeah.
about taking a video and, I don't know, turning it into some kind of interactive lesson.
And that has huge potential.
And one more thing on Gemini, it's also #1 across all categories on the LM Arena leaderboard now. Beat OpenAI's O3.
And Google just keeps releasing these top-tier models without, a massive PR blitz beforehand.
It's kind of their style lately.
So you mentioned developer workflows. Does this mean that idea of vibe coding, sort of more intuitive programming, might actually level up soon?
It certainly feels like a step in that direction, making the tool smarter about developer intent.
All right, let's switch to the visual side. HeyGen's avatar of the feet. This sounds intriguing.
It is. It's a new AI model designed to create very lifelike, expressive animations. And here's the kicker: from just a single photo.
One photo. How expressive are we talking?
It captures vocal nuances from an audio script, natural gestures, facial movements. They have this new audio-to-expression engine.
Okay, audio to expression. What does that involve?
It's diffusion inspired, apparently. It analyzes the voice track pitch, tone, pauses, and uses that to generate photorealistic facial motion, micro-expressions, even hand gestures.
All from that single reference image and a voice script.
Exactly. And it works with side angles, different subjects. They mentioned pets, anime characters, and different formats like portrait, half body, full body.
So the uses could be pretty broad. Influencer content, maybe? Singing avatars?
Animated game characters, more dynamic visual podcasts, perhaps. It moves beyond just the standard talking head avatar we see a lot.
Definitely something to watch. Now, video generation. Lightricks and ATXV13B.
Yes, another new model, but this one's open source. And the claims are pretty bold, generating high-quality video up to 30 times faster than current models.
30 times faster. That's a huge leap.
And maybe even more important, it's supposedly efficient enough to run on standard consumer hardware.
Okay, that lowers the barrier to entry significantly. How does it work?
They call the technique multiscale rendering. You can think of it like building up the video in layers of detail, starting broad and getting finer. It leads to smoother, more consistent results.
Running on everyday GPUs. That really opens things up.
Plus, it offers features creators want, like precise camera control, keyframe editing, multi-shot sequencing. You get real control.
And being open source? With that free license for smaller companies.
Yeah.
That's big.
It is. And they've got backing from Getty Images and Shutterstock for training data, which adds legitimacy. It just shows how fast AI video is evolving and how good open source options are becoming.
Finally, in the major updates, Microsoft's jumping in with AI PCs and tablets.
That's right, the new Surface Laptop and Surface Pro. They're built to be powerful enough to run AI models locally, right on the device.
And the pricing.
Pretty accessible, relatively speaking, starting around $900 and $800. It brings these capabilities down from the enterprise level.
It feels like AI is really becoming a standard feature baked into consumer laptops now.
Absolutely. And Microsoft's pushing more AI into Windows itself, like using voice prompts to change system settings, and it's becoming part of the basic computing experience.
Okay, so those are some big product drops. But there's always a lot else going on too, right?
Always. One big piece of news is that OpenAI is reportedly set to acquire Windsurf. That's the coding platform formerly known as Codium.
For how much?
Reportedly around $3 billion. That would be their largest acquisition by far.
Wow, okay. What else?
Google launched something called AI Max. It's a suite of features insert specifically for advertisers, using AI to help them optimize campaign reach.
Makes sense. Any more on the OpenAI front? There was some drama around their restructuring.
Well, Elon Musk's lawyer is apparently dismissing OpenAI's move to a public benefit corporation structure as a transparent dodge.
And Microsoft, weren't they involved?
They're reported to be a major holdout in that restructuring. Seems they want more assurances about their investment before signing off.
Interesting dynamics. Anything in the health or science space?
OURA, the smart ring company, announced new AI features. They're focused on logging food and nutrition and also glucose monitoring, offering personalized guidance based on the data.
And future House release Finch.
Yeah, into closed beta. It's an AI agent built for data-driven analysis specifically for biology research.
How about creative tools?
Higgsfield AI released a new VFX collection for their generative video platform effects, like Thunder God and Turning Metal. Sounds pretty cool.
Google's iOS app is getting a small but useful AI feature too.
The Simplify tool, yeah. Quick web page summaries right in the app. Everyone wants summaries now.
It seems that way. And speaking of AI's impact, the Fiverr CEO had a warning.
A pretty direct one to employees, apparently, about AI impacting jobs across the board, including his own. It's quite candid.
Definitely a sign of the times. Any new platforms launching?
News Navigator. It aggregates news using AI, but makes a point of citing sources clearly. It's launched by some Twitter and Tesla alums.
And funding news.
Recraft, an image generator that's apparently doing well against Midjourney and DALL-E on some benchmarks, just raised $30 million, shows there's still strong investor interest in generative image tech.
Okay, that's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Maybe we can quickly touch on some trending tools people can actually try out.
Good idea. First, there's Parakeet from NVIDIA. It's an open-source model for automatic speech recognition. Think really high-quality transcriptions for meetings or audio notes.
Useful. And those Higgsfield effects you mentioned.
Right, those cinematic VFX you can add to your videos. Makes professional-looking effects more accessible for personal projects.
Recraft also has something new.
Their advanced style control lets you mix existing styles with your images to create unique marketing visuals or just cool artwork.
And Windsurf Wave 8, that's the platform OpenAI is buying.
Exactly. These are the latest updates to their coding platform, offering enhanced features for developers.
Well, that sounds helpful for video creators.
Yeah, it lets you trim, sync, and style video using just a single prompt, streamlining that editing process.
DeepL is still a go-to for translation, I assume.
Definitely. It translates text and documents instantly with AI, very accurately.
What about codename Goose? Sounds mysterious.
It's an open-source AI agent that runs on your machine, not in the cloud. It can automate tasks by integrating with different tools like a personal AI assistant.
Interesting. And for students.
Studoko. It's a platform where you can find study notes shared by other students in the same courses. Peer-to-peer learning, essentially.
Lastly, Lovable.
This one aims to turn an idea into an app quickly. It connects you with what they call a personal full-stack engineer, powered by AI, for rapid prototyping.
So quite a range of tools emerging. That really brings us to the end of this deep dive into the latest AI developments.
We hope digging into all this gave you some valuable insights. It's certainly a lot to keep track of.
Absolutely. To stay up to date as things continue to evolve at, well, lightning speed, be sure to follow and share AI Brief.